Alrighty, well, take a look here at the defense as it rolls out for the squad of Team Giants. They are not small, they are the Giants. It is going to be Choi on the Reaper, Lork on Reinhardt, Pesca Nova on the Junkrat, Fox on the Mercy, Longest on 76, and Sensic going to round it out here on the Roadhog. So fans of Junkrat, the Trash Mouse himself will be represented here on the defense here in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's good to see. I'm a fan of Junkrat for this They Might Be Giants squad. All right, so on offense here, it is 2sTroNk. It's going to be Mineral on Lucio. Ciani is going to play Pharah. Zave on Mercy. Manitin on the Roadhog. Icefelt on Zarya. Ruster on Winston. So this triple tank offense, we've seen a lot on Hollywood. They're just going to be the ground force, kind of try to bomb in with Ruster. It's going to be interesting to see if he takes the long way around or the back way. And then Ciani and Zave are going to be the ones trying to clear out the lobby, or cafe, as it were. The Longest is in this super high position as Soldier 76.
Offense right now taking their time. Oftentimes in Hollywood, teams won't immediately blitz right in. They will look for an opportunity. But given that 2sTroNk is a more veteran team, they might just go in anyways. They're speed boosting in. They get the hook from Manitin. Is Manitin able to complete the kill? No! Choi actually punishing him there. Defense with the first play in the game. Defense, though, very, very damaged here. Lork almost going down. The offense doing all sorts of poke. Choi, though, staying in there. Has a double kill thus far. Pretty good HP. He's going to move to the top here and flank right down, but it doesn't matter. Zini able to get the triple kill. No ultra quad by light, just normal rockets. Makes it a quad, juggles the soldier. And even though Choi has taken out 3 attackers here, he no longer has a team around him, and he is going to fall in just a moment.
Yeah, Ruster got to the backline there as Winston, and took him forever to do it, but he was able to eventually take down the Mercy, which is really brutal for them. Mercy goes.
There's nothing worse than that.
Ruster.
Reinhardt gets to the rooftop, takes the elevator, does everything the long way, and just gets knocked right off by the Pharah. Saini really setting up the offense here, not letting the defense get the position they want here on the rooftop.
No, I mean, they were in, like, before there was even a first take on that cap. That's how aggressive they wanted to be on this offense to really take this positioning here, and they've absolutely taken it away. Longest tried to take that elevator upset. Ciani denies him yet again.
Saini has done a really good job of controlling the aerial mobility on the map, now looking for the Pharah v Pharah fight. Does eat a rocket, but had Zarya's shield on him, so all that does is feed the Zarya, and in comes Ruster. Ruster forcing the issue, gang on top, doing some damage, setting up Saini. Now Saini gang in. Not using his barrage just yet, but does have the option, but Choi comes in, takes out Saini, and Choi has been the one bright spot of a defense that's really been having trouble. Says, oh my goodness, he hits the camera X. That's some Turtles in Time level ragdoll.
Well, I'm starting to feel bad for Fox, because that's 3 deaths. He's had Resurrection available for the last 2, and he's just getting bombed in.
Saini's been able to do whatever he wants here in this game. I mean, sure, he's gotten picked off a few times, but even right there towards the end, got to the back line, got 2 kills, and everything's been going the way of 2sTroNk right now. And we sort of expected this going in, of course. 2sTroNk, pretty good team. They've had good results as of late, one of the rising teams in Europe, and they have 3 ultimates at the ready for this next fight. Defense has 5 ultimates, though, so both teams load for bear, but you never want to underestimate the Graviton Barrage combo.
Well, the defense has all their ults because they've just always died before they were able to use them. They haven't had an opportunity to drop them on. They've been bleeding the entire time. They haven't gotten a resurrection off. So it's not for lack of trying or that they're doing a ton of damage why they have ults. They have ults just because they've just never had a chance to use them.
So moving up, still has Graviton at the ready. Again, defense, there's a lot of ways they can turn this in their favor, including Barrage, Earth Shatter, and Death Blossom, but for the offense, they're just looking for the Graviton Barrage. If they get it, it will be GG right here, right now. They're speeding up. Graviton going to be on the way. Sadie coming in from the flank, looks for the Mercy first. Does not combo onto the Graviton and just goes for the Mercy to begin with, but it's still worth it. Takes out the Mercy, there will be no res. Offense still has a res of their own. Sadie able to hit the big mid-air rocket towards the end. And slowly but surely, 2sTroNk wiping out the defense. They're going to get good position here, and they should be able to set a very fast time indeed.
Yeah, they've got this lockdown ult on the door. They do barely get to the cart at 0.46 meters left.
The res comes in, but it might be too low, too late. One big rocket hits the defensive Pharaoh. Can we get another? Saini's looking for it. Down goes Pesca Nova. And the defense right now just getting absolutely rattled. They did have a chance to bring this back off the res, but no one an answer for Saini right now. He's just raining rocket after rocket. No one is shooting on him. Pharah dons her invisibility cloak.
Justice reigns. Round 1.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they just had no answer to Pharah, and you can't let a Pharah unopposed, not in this meta, do whatever she wants. I mean, CNA, to his credit, was constantly just knocking people out of position to be able to deal with them. I think they wanted to get that Soldier 76 set up on second rooftop. With how aggressive the offensive was, they were never going to get the first rooftop. But the 76 was trying to take the elevator up on second, and then you can get him up there, maybe put a tank up there, get a Mercy as well, and then you start being able to deal with the Pharah. But he saw him taking the elevator up, just concussion blasted him off, and went on with his day. So CNA absolutely dominating that map. Also, Fox just gets a taste of what it's like to be Mercy against a team that only cares about killing Mercies, because he got absolutely brutalized that game.
Alrighty, so we are switching off sides here, and 2sTroNk will be on the defense. All they have to do to win this map is simply hold before last. Can be easier said than done. Oftentimes the teams are evenly matched. Both offenses will get to the end. But I'm not really convinced both teams are evenly matched here. 2sTroNk definitely looked a step or two ahead. Despite some heroics by Choi at points, I'm not entirely sure if Giants will have what it takes to get through here and beat this time, but we'll have to see.
Well, I mean, heroics from Choi are what they're going to have to run, especially if he stays on this Widow here, which I think is actually a nice call if he feels he can do it, because they need to set a super fast time. Widow's a great hero to be able to do that, snowbally, take out the res, take out the Symmetra before they can get teleporters down. So if they don't win this first push pretty handily in the first 1 or 2 fights, they're going to be in trouble, because that teleporter's going to get up and the reinforcements are going to be there. So they have to run something kind of blitzy. I think a Widow would be a good call here.
Widow is a pretty good call in general anytime you have to make good time, because yes, it's high risk, high reward, but when your only option is getting that high reward and a normal play won't set the time you need, you might as well go to the Widow, hope for the best, hope to get the pickoffs, and hope to just keep chaining the deaths.
He's on it. They've spotted him though, so they're going to be taking more defensive angles.
Choi is looking for the pickoffs, and hey, you know, if he's able to get 1 or 2 pickoffs here, it might be the setup that Giants needs, but Giants has to move quickly. Only less than 4 minutes remaining right now, so for them, everything needs to go right. If they get wiped out on point A even once, it might be over before it begins. He takes out Sadie. That's what he needed. He got the pickoff. Now 65 here for Giants. They're going to move in with momentum. And that could not have gone more perfectly in the beginning. Now, will they get the follow-up they need right after? They do hook and kill Icefelt. 2 kills now, 6v4.
Teleport's already down, though.
That is a very quick teleport to have up. Oh my goodness, I don't even know how Mineral got that. Just got the good orbs early on, and they're going to get reinforcements from this teleport. And despite things going super well for the defense, or for the offense here early on, defense might be able to hang on to this.
Yeah, Fox gonna res off though. They are getting all the kills for them. The Sound Barrier comes down, really smart use there, as they needed to stay alive in this fight. They have to sustain in this fight. Big Earth Shatter comes down too.
Pesca Nova from the back, taking out both Mercy and Reaper, moving in, gets the triple, gets the quad, and Pesca Nova now opening up this team. Sadie does get back to the fight from the teleporter. Teleporter going to go down. And pretty quick cap coming out here from the side of Giants. Was not expecting that. And a lot has to be said for Choi getting that early pick on the Samey.
That was an insanely sick grapple shot. Reminded me of the Gods play not too long ago. Of course, he didn't follow up with 2 more kills, but just the entry kill right there on the one player who was brutalizing your whole roster has got to feel good. And then just able to follow it up. Everyone hit their ults there for the first time. I guess when this team has a chance to actually use their ultimate abilities and get some work done. Although Fox and Longest go down early in this next fight.
Yeah, Fox and Longest did not need to be that far up. Now they're going to give the defense a huge opportunity to restabilize here. And again, even though the first attack went well, they still only have 2 minutes to finish out this map hex, so that's basically the bare minimum. Big knockoff from Pesca Nova, though, will knock people off that rooftop. They have to burn cooldowns getting back up there. Offense fully regrouped. They're moving in, and Pesca Nova, again, a lot on his shoulders. Him and Choi, they need to get pickoffs sooner rather than later. Here comes the barrage, able to take out Zave. Both teams throwing out kills here, 2 for 2. But again, for the defense, even if they lose this fight hex, it's still okay. They just need the delay. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to be able to do. They're still holding rooftop a little bit as well as Ruster comes up in this kind of monkey chase right now.
See Sadie now actually switching off to the Genji, and again, this is totally okay. With only 1:30 left, all he has to do, if he gets even 1 value Dragon Blade that kills 2 or 3 people, it should be enough to buy the time that 2sTroNk needs to win this game. And a big deflect on the Choi, just having none of his business.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it was a response to. They know that Choi's been actually putting his carry pants on this Widow. A good response to Widow is a Genji, especially on this map where you can take the high ground too. If you don't feel like playing Widow yourself, why not just shoot our own bullets back at her? Totally works.
Zany right now just going for poke, looking to build the Dragon Blade. Genji doesn't always have to get kills. Just getting poke and building Dragon Blade is more than enough. But here's the problem I have with the offense. The offense just being way too passive. They don't have time to be sitting here in the back and waiting for the right opportunity. They need the move. Arguably, they already don't have enough time with only 45 seconds remaining. And just no sense of urgency coming out here from Giants.
Yeah, they are getting kills now, but as you mentioned, with only 45 seconds left, it's likely way too late.
Well, defense able to get 3 kills off that. Zany making it a 4th. Dragon Blade in action, takes out Longest. As a final exclamation point, McCree looking for the pickoff, not even able to finish up on the flashbang, and that's going to be it. With only 20 seconds remaining, Giants will not be able to get to the end in time, so that is GG. 2sTroNk is going to take this, and they will move on to fight We United. Not Reunited. We United with a W. Just in case people go, why are you mispronouncing Reunited? It's like, look, it's not my fault.
I mean, it does sound like you might need speech therapy at some point. The We United.
Why do teams do this to me? Still not as bad as my dong, though. My dong was the ultimate caster nightmare.
Still funny, though.
Ultimate Twitch chat idol, though. Like, anytime you said my dog, people just like, my dog, Craigasm.
Yeah, chat was actually mentioning it earlier. They just brought it up out of nowhere that they miss my dog. Man, that team name was around forever, too. I think it's just... teams have been repurposing that team name as well.
We are waiting for the teams to say GG here. We don't like being the ones to say GG, but we might be the ones to say GGMO here because we're way over time. Pasca does hit the triple kill barrage, but time has expired. Things very, very much in favor of 2sTroNk. And here comes Sini, though, with the Dragon Blade, looking for a little bit of extra defensive cleanup. Not going to slice and dice much, though. Ends up running into Pescanova's rocket. And I gotta say, in terms of high points here for the side of Giants, I thought Pescanova actually had a pretty decent game at points. I thought Choi had a very decent game at points. And there's some bright spots here for the roster, even though it didn't quite work out the way they wanted to against 2sTroNk.
No, but it's always good to test yourself against a team like this, and they didn't get completely bodied. They had a decent game here and there, so they had some moments. That offensive first push worked out really well for them. Defensively, they struggled, though. I think that's something that I'm going to continue to harp on until I'm proven wrong, is that the best teams play defense really well. I mean, you look at even a team like Splice, who is pretty good on offense. They got a ton of good players, but they can't play defense to save their life. And so they're unable to beat top teams because even if you can set a good time, the other team's going to be able to burn right through you. So I think defense needs to be a focus for a lot of these teams, especially some of the newer teams.
Well, not just the newer teams, but also some of the teams that have veterans on them. You look at, what was that? I think it was Splice's defense last night that was just getting run right over at the beginning of every map. Right. It's like, Splice, guys, not like this. In fact, Splice ended up falling to one shot. Rough day for them. And then there's the entire drama. What's going on for Steel? So initially the story was that, oh, Steel was just feeling sick. He can't play, etc. It's like, okay, that happens. And then we get told afterwards that there's scuttlebutt saying that Steel is off the team. Like, Twitch chat was trolling for saying Steel kicked, but Steel actually might have been removed. I don't know. I heard conflicting reports afterwards.
Yeah,
that's still a developing story.
I've heard rumors here and there about both sides of it. So until they're confirmed, you know, I'm not much of a writer anymore. So when someone gets that breaking news, I'm sure someone will write a piece on it, and I'll look at that. But I generally don't like to rumor monger as well. But I've heard things back and forth about that situation as well on Splice. They do need to switch something up. I think they're playing below their talent level right now, but that we'll check them out tomorrow in the North American tournament. We are going to move on to 2sTroNk versus We United.
Now, for those who are wondering, why have they named themselves We United as a clear parody of Reunited's team? Well, that's because 2Easy, former member of Reunited, no longer on Reunited, has made this team We United with a bunch of other veterans of the Overwatch scene. They're a new team. I'm not sure what to expect going in. I feel like 2sTroNk is probably favored here, but we'll just have to see.